All right, YouTube, welcome back. Another day, another project. I'm really busy today, but I thought I'd shoot this video anyways. Trying to get going on a trip, towing a trailer. I ordered my eBay mirrors, my towing mirrors. They're knockoff 3/4 ton mirrors, but I don't care. This is a 2011 Suburban. I'm sure this is the same for any GMT 900 truck and SUV. So Tahoe, Silverado, Sierras, you name it. Probably have a pretty similar, if not exactly the same, mirror setup and method of changing it. I can't guarantee that. Your mileage may vary, so good luck. I'm just going to go over the tools you need, some tips and tricks. I'm sure there's plenty of other videos on here how to do this. Just some things that I learned from doing the driver's side already. This is the passenger side, so let's get to it. These are the tools I'm using: impact driver, a 1/4 inch extension, and a 10mm 6-point. I'm sure 12-point would be fine. Not much torque on anything, and a screwdriver to pop a couple panels. All right, so first thing first, it's kind of disappointing. They got this mirror cover here, and I thought it'd be really easy because there'd be like 3 nuts here to let the mirror fall out. It's not that easy. The pigtail runs down, at least on the driver's side, right down here. I'm gonna assume it's the same way on this door, maybe not, find out. But you do have to pull the entire door card, at least partially off to get some access in here. So to do that, pop this panel off. See there's a little release there for a screwdriver. And then under here, under the handle, there's 2 screws, one here and one here. Both, all 3 are 10mm, but they are different lengths, so give that in a second. All right, sorry, I used 2 hands for that, so I didn't get a video, but just take a screwdriver and pop that loose right there. And then the same thing down here, just about anywhere along the bottom. I just got a screwdriver under there and popped right out, dug it out. And there's the 2 screws. There's that screw. Take these 3 out, it can lift up, which clears this off of the sill. And then you got a lot of freedom. All you do have to do is mind this. Make sure you don't break it, so you can pop this off, or just try to be careful with it. Either way, I was not careful with it and ended up breaking half of this little thing that kind of locks it in place on the other side. So be very careful with this. Of course, also, after doing the other side, these screws are easy to drop. And they go down here, and you would think they just go down to the bottom. Look at that mess in there. You know, somebody's got to clean. It's disgusting. You think they just come down here and you just pop this off, you just take them out. But there's like some kind of like patented screw catcher in here that like traps screws in one way and they will not come out. It was kind of a bear. It's like a 5-minute thing to get a screw out of this inside of here. There's this white thing in here. It's a mess. So don't drop these screws or you'll be using a lot of profanity, which is not YouTube appropriate. So don't even think about it. So I'm gonna grab my impact. Like I said, you'll need the extension for these 2 to reach it. At least I did. You could probably use a ratchet in there, I'm sure. Ratchet and 10mm socket. Probably reach in there just fine through this gap. But I'm using an impact, so let's get to it. I also might need to pop this loose, we'll see. All right, I also forgot to mention to pull this triangle cover off. It's pretty simple. I mean, I use my finger there and use a tool and then just pop right up. This one's already been broken. It's pre-broken. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing it's already on its 2nd set of mirrors. So go figure, it's its 3rd set of mirrors. I also pulled this foam piece, so don't lose this. Just goes back in there. I'm sure some sound deadening, be kind of handy. And how I was talking about don't drop a screw here, I did drop a screw. So do as I say, not as I do. So I got to dig that out. Hopefully it's easier than the other side. So a panel popper tool would be real handy here. I didn't go over that before. I use a flathead screwdriver, and these things are on way tighter than the other side. And you know, you see I've bent the plastic here. This thing has 200,000 miles on it. I don't care about that, but you might. So just be aware that maybe a panel popping tool would be handy here. And usually once you get these things started, you get enough leverage on the next one over that they'll just start popping free. So again, this is a 2-handed thing, so I'm gonna put the camera down. But I'm just going to basically work my way around, down, around the bottom, and then up the other side. So, and usually once you get halfway around, they'll just pop. The thing will just pop free, and then lift up a little bit, and it's free as a bell. Free as something. I don't know. It's free. All right, so back to it. Went ahead. I did have to pop this out. It just pops out. There's just a couple releases here. I popped it out from the bottom. I guess you kind of reach around down here and pop it from the bottom. I've used a screwdriver here to pop it loose, and it's fine. This connector was here in the black. Probably should remember that. anyways, go ahead and remove that. It was wrapped around here pretty good. I'm not sure why it wasn't like that on the driver's side. And then I'm just going to pull this cable out. This is definitely different than the other side, different wire knots. So one of these mirrors has been replaced before. So I'm going to pop these loose, pull these 3 nuts out, and then the mirror will just release. Slide the new one in, reverse the steps. At some point, we have to get this bolt out of here, screw, excuse me. And this is kind of the bolt catcher I was telling you about. So it can fall down into this white thing, and it doesn't have a place to fall out on the bottom. So it's interesting. That's how I broke this the last time. So hopefully I don't break it again. The other side, I should say. So here it is now. So I'm going to pop this out. I'm going to put this back together. We'll go over that in a minute. Now to mount this mirror and find that screw. Here we go. All right, new mirror is on. It's just loose right now, but I basically just reached over the top of the door and slid it in this way. If you have 2 people, it's a lot easier. And then I just started this top nut, and I got it resting here. I'm gonna zip these down with the impact, and then give it a whatever quarter rug a dug or whatever an impact driver does. I'm not even gonna look at the torque spec. I just don't care. And make sure that the new mirror's foam piece, should talk about that, stays with it. Sorry about the mess. Howdy. So make sure that this stays with it. There's a little piece of glue on the door that holds this down. So just make sure you rip that up just so this doesn't stay in there, and the new door or the new mirror and this foam piece stay together. I don't know if it matters, but I don't know what that is. Kind of creepy. All right, so here I'm inside the door. There's that screw in there, and there's no way around this white thing to get access to it. I had so much trying to sneak it out this way before, but it gets caught in there. Now I got the other one out. I just basically bent this thing. You can't take it out. It's one of these guys, no screws or anything. So I'm just going to try to pry a gap in there. Where'd it go? There. I'm trying to pry a gap in there and bend this white thing a little bit, and hopefully I don't bend the door. Just drop that screw out, or just don't get the screw and you get a little rattle in there. Just a little reminder you screwed up when you're driving on the road. Let's just get it out. That's what victory looks like. I smashed my head on that stupid door. Don't do that. Stay safe, work smart. Best bet is to just not drop the screw, and then you don't have to worry about getting it. So just keep that in mind. Gotcha, you little... All right, so I hung the door back on the sill here. It's kind of a pain, kind of get wrestled in there. I got this through here, it's important. It's still loose, so now I'm just gonna work around and try to line up these pegs. Try to line up these pegs. And that one kind of, oops, I hope you can see that. These 2 kind of fell in. Just kind of gonna work around and get all those posts lined up and then smash back in. Just get the old meat hammer. So you don't break anything. You don't really want to tear it up too bad. Get out a real hammer or anything like that. Once those are all in place, shoot these 3 screws in, zip that down, put the foam in up here, snap that cover back on, this guy, and the 2 little covers that cover these screws, call it a day. All right, it's finished. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't film all this with one hand. I didn't want to set up a body camera or tripod or anything like that for this. It's a very simple project, very straightforward. Tested, it's working, it's great. You can pull that plastic off now. Done with it. Doors are back on tight. This is back in. Everything's done. It's a very simple project. If you can change oil, you can do this. If this is your first time using tools, awesome. This is definitely a tackleable project if it's your first project on a car. So got any questions, hit me up in the comments. If I did anything wrong, please speak up in the comments. I'm here to learn as much as you guys. I've learned a lot off of the comments from my other videos, so keep them coming. If I did something wrong, did something different, let everybody else know. Appreciate it. This worked out well. Hopefully this will help me see my snowmobile trailer. That's where I'm headed right now. So it'll load up the box of snow gear and I'm on my way. So thanks for watching. It'd be a huge benefit for me for a like and subscribe. So I really appreciate it, trying to get this channel off the ground. Thanks.